Hi everyone, I'm just here to share today my Easter swap. This was This was done with Bex, but from Bex Craft. She organised the Easter swap. This is the second one I'm doing with her, and my partner was Leslie Bromfield, and I will link her channel and things in the description down below, as well as Bex. And I'm just going to show you the things that I've made. There's also a sneak peek in digital art collection from All Things in Stamp, and so I will point those out as we go along. So I did include a few extra bits and bobs. They were not part of the swap. I will point out the things that were part of the swap as I go along. Hopefully I've got everything, because yeah, I think I have. I had a list. So I'll go through the extras in a moment, but we'll start off with this, which you did need to include a sweet treat, and I've just included this Cadbury's mini egg. And then you needed to make a it's sort of like a gift box. I'll just move these pieces to the side. This is one of the extras. I'll show you afterwards. But you needed to include a box. Now Bex did say if you couldn't make the box, you could make them separate and all sorts of variations, but I did manage to make a box. Now it's a bit full because I actually did the exact measurements that were in the tutorial, because I hadn't made it before, and so yeah, I just followed the tutorial. So this is my front cover. I've just used the Precision cardstock textured. I love using this because it just gives a little extra something to the projects. On the binder, I've actually used some of those foam letters, and I've written Leslie's name. And then also, sorry if you can hear my son in the background, he's okay. He's literally wants to have some more sweets. My kids have had some sweets and he's had some, and he's crying because he wants some more, so he's fine. So anyway, yes, he's absolutely fine. So inside we needed to include some embellishments. We needed to include some bows, and we needed to include an ATC or a Memorydex. I'm just trying to think. And we needed to include a dangle or charm of some sort, and she gave a lot of different variations of charms and different things that you could make, because you could use beads and strings. So I'll show you what I made. And then yeah, so these are what I made. Now these turned out a lot bigger than I thought, so they basically took over the whole little pocket slot thing I've got going on over here. So this is my actual box. So this is the side that I've put in my embellishments and my Memorydex and things, and then these are my little pockets. So I absolutely love this paper, especially this print that came in it. This was a Echo Park paper. I'll leave it in the description below, but yeah, absolutely love this particular sheet that was in there. So I've absolutely used it up now because I made some cards with it as well. So those are my expanding pockets, and then in those pockets I had made some I always want to call these pinwheels, but they're not pinwheels, they're rosettes. These rosettes, and then I've just used, some of them say Happy Easter, some of them just have Easter eggs on them. So I don't know, I always think that when I make these sort of embellishments things, the person that I give it to may want to add things too. I don't know why I think that, but I just do. So I made it in the pink, I made it in the yellow. These ones are plain, just with the butterfly paper. I think I'm showing you upside down because I thought that was really pretty paper, and so I just used that in the middle. To be honest, constructing this, I actually used I think about 3 different paper pads, if I'm honest, because there was bits from each one that kind of went with my theme, and then I did them in the purple as well. So these were stickers that I cut onto card, and then I just mounted them so that I could use them as ephemera, because I didn't have a designated Easter paper. So I think that's why I used different paper pads. So we'll come over to the box on this side, and this is a really cute little way to gift things to people. Really nice little idea, Bex, that she showed us. So I'm going to be making this again. So this is my box. This is a little image from the new digital art that is coming on Cheryl Simone Crafts. So have a look out for that. This is just like a little sneak peek. And then inside here, now I haven't completely packaged this fully, because with the cellophane bags it's just puffing it out too much and the box is getting really jammed, or maybe I've just jammed too much in here. But what I have got in here is, the first thing is, as an embellishment, I made these bunnies. These are tonic dye. So I made up these two little bunnies. I thought they were super cute. So we have those. And then I was gifted some of these sort of like sayings and things. I had quite a few, and I thought either, you know, you could actually, because normally it would have something across here, and you could add some of these phrases. So this could be actually, this could go on a thank you card or something. You could add that on there. There's lots of different ones in there. So I thought I would just kind of cut those out and put them in there. So those were the two bunnies that I did. And then they added extra phrases. And they're not Easter, they're happy birthday, thank you, all sorts of phrases in there. I also made this. Now, I don't know if you remember or if you saw that video. I actually hauled from the craft show. It was this die. And when I looked at it, I thought it was actually going to be a small box, which it possibly can be made into a small box. But when I read at the bottom properly, it said canvas collection. So when I actually got round to having a little play with it and making it up, it made this little 3D canvas. And then when I kind of researched it on the internet, I saw that you could actually, you know, you could build this up onto a card or whatever you want to, really. It's just wherever your imagination takes you. So I thought I would use this as some sort of embellishment. Maybe she could put this on a box, or, well, anything really. And I've used again the digital art from the new collection that's coming out for spring, and I've just backed it onto some yellow card. I was going to ink the edge, but I kind of like it white. But if Leslie wanted to, she could add some ink to the edge if she wanted to, but I kind of liked it with the white. And then also in here, so I didn't make charms per se, I made some dangles. You can either add these to charms, or you could loop some more from the top jump ring, I think, because I'm actually new to this. So, you know, it's my first rodeo show. Let's take this out of here. Hopefully I don't ruin it. So let's put that over there. So I made these dangles. I did give these like a little sneak peek as well in the community tab. I posted some of the things that I was making. So these were them. So I thought these were really cute. Went with the purple colours. I've got quite a large bead collection now. So I really had fun making these. And I'll be making some more. And actually trying to make some actual dangles. I'm a little bit wary about trying to do the actual loop to make them so that you do each individual bead, if you know what I'm talking about. But I don't actually have the pliers and things. So I'm going to have to wait until I can get my hands on some of those to really explore all of that. But I hope she likes these. And yeah, these are my little dangles that I made. So let's put those back. And the last thing in here is my memory decks. And so again, I've just used I've actually made the digital larger, and then I've cut that out. So this is the tag. I'm just thinking I don't have one to hand, but this was actually a tag, and I've just cut off the edge there. And then here where there was a pattern, I just followed the pattern to create my own little phrase or topper. And then I've added some of these stickers again that I have mounted onto card and cut out to create some ephemera. And then I have punched, these are actually punched flowers. I've got that coming in a haul that I've bought a punch from Hobbycraft. And yeah, I was really happy with the way that that turned out. Really love the backing paper. That's one of my favorites from this paper collection. It's got all macaroons all over it, so I absolutely love it. So that is my memory decks. So now I've got to pack them all back in. So my box is a little bit on the fat side and bulging, and because of that, the binding that I used, so rather than just tying the edges, I actually have included one of these, I don't know what you call those, these little elastic holders. I'm not sure what they're called, guys. And then I have one of those split pins in the shape of a star, and I've just fashioned my own little closure, and that allows it to close and to hold so that everything is all snug inside. So that's my little box. And then because my rosettes were so big and so fat, nothing else could fit in the pockets, nothing else could fit in the little box. So I actually made this, and this was fashioned on something that I actually got from Jessica Marvel. So if I take everything out, it's a little wall hanging that I got from her. And then what I actually did was I had a look, I took the measurements, and then I fashioned my own one. And you will be, well, she will be able to, once I've added some wool or string, hang this up, and she could put some other little bits in it. But for now it houses my bows. So these are my bows that I've made. I've used a tonic bow die, and I've just put a little pearl, well, it's not a little one, I put a pearl in the middle and just kept with the kind of Easter colours. So I've made 8 of those. So the first one having a little bit of this tartan vellum on the back of it, and then these ones as well. I think this is upside down, but yeah. So these are my bows, very candy coloured. This is an extra. I just covered a book with some of that gorgeous paper that I had. Really love this paper, and added a pen. And I have covered the inside as well with some sky blue card. And I've added that in the back as well. So yeah, I think, oh, and then the other last thing I think that I had to include was a card. So this is the card that I made. So I really enjoy making A6 cards, as I've said before. And this is the card. I'm not going to write in it. I'm just going to give it blank and just write a note to her so she can send this herself to whoever she would like. Again, I've used some of the pieces that are from the digital art, so the flowers and the tag, and then these were bits from paper that I've cut out to add to it. And yeah, this is my card that I've made, so I think it's really cute. And if you can see, for my ATC, this is the bit that I actually cut off just to create my banner, and I've actually supersized it to make it bigger. So that's what I was talking about with the digital art. You can actually kind of, you can construct it to the size that you want. So obviously you can see the size difference with that one and that one. It's much bigger. I've made this one bigger. So yeah, those are my bits for my swap, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment down below which was your favorite piece. Did you take part in the swap? Would you take part in a swap? I'm not sure if Bex is doing any more, but I will, as I said, link her page down below so that you can see when she does do a swap, because it's loads of fun. And when Leslie sends me her package, I will of course share with you what she has sent me. So guys, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.